A lot of people I think are giving up. A lot of people my age are giving up because they don't think that there's anything to fight for, which is, I think, exactly what shows us what we should fight for. People are like, oh, marriage sucks, alright, whatever. And then they just lay over, just roll over like little dogs. Like, rub my belly, alright, I'm gonna be alone forever, alright, rub my belly. I get it though. If you don't want a relationship because you know what it comes out of. Like it comes out of it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to fornicate, I feel you, bro. I understand. But I think what we feel like we lack in society, no, not to be the Joker, but to be the Joker, what we lack in society shows us what we need to fight for. And this kind of makes me like ties into using your voice, just speaking. Napoleon sailed the world and conquered, bro. He couldn't have done that if he stayed quiet, you know? Like, oh, well, what if they think I'm weird? What if they think I'm weird to travel the freaking ocean? He went to the king and queen, bro. Maybe that was Columbus, but either way, you know what I'm saying. Use your voice. Um, that's how we change. That's how we change things, bro. That's how things get done. Many examples of when, had I stayed quiet, things would not have opened, you know? Doors would not have opened, bro. Many a situation. You know, be a man, bro. What that means is just quit dooming, bro. Don't just scroll in your bed. You know what I mean? Get up, stretch, meditate if you want to clear your mind. Freaking read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Crap, everything's soaked. Quit dooming. Start fighting. Get angry. The previous generation promised chocolate and took away a life worth living. All the boomers, bro, they didn't care about us. Cared about their lives, bro. Now this will not be an aggressive, men going their own way, toxic incel behavior. It should be looked at as like Gandhi in a way. Remain stern yet calm. The battle will be won not with attack, but with resiliency. Not with sword, but with shield, bro. So when people are spouting off, saying nonsense, these liberals, these libtards, if you will, and their liberalism. Sorry, I have to hone in on liberals. But you know what I mean, like the blue hair. We're vets just like you, sir. If you know, you know. Bro, that woman, may God rest her soul easy, bro. But that type of environment, when people start spouting off, bro, you don't lose your freaking head. Firstly, you remain calm, and you don't even like really, you don't even really say anything to these people. You don't even like yell at these people. Rather, you just exist as who you are, and they will be drawn to your light like moths to a flame. Simply because they see the simple way that we used to live, the euphoric way, similar to when your cool older cousin would come to town and you'd want to be more like him. It isn't completely assimilating to the flame, but rather burning your own color and size simply by being set ablaze by someone else's fire. Our flame must be burned so bright that we become impossible to notice, that we draw in moths to the infatuating heat that our light draws in and protects. This is how. People are always like, how, these freaking morons. You don't go at them like, yeah. You know what I mean? If you ever read Dale Carnegie, I know that name is like, whatever. If you ever read Dale Carnegie, you'll know